Superman is going to get a sequel, as we have found out numbers of months ago, with Man Tomorrow coming out in July of 2027. Now, of course, the big thing is that, it's going to be a team-up movie. It's going to be a team-up movie between Superman and Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor is going to get the power suit. He's going to be wearing that whole thing. They're going to have a fight. They're going to amend their differences and then go to fight along a more bigger threat. And of course, the big idea is who's that bigger threat. And we all kind of went, well, it has to be one guy, right? But there's been no confirmation. There's been no confirmation that it was going to be this guy. Until today, until the WAP basically dropped the news that Brainiac is going to be the villain for Man Tomorrow, which I am not shocked of. You see the expression, the emotion, and the excitement on my face. And I am excited, but at the same time, I'm not surprised that he is the villain for the movie. Because it feels like old news. We kind of figured it out. When you show a massive brain on the cover of your SWIP, we kind of assume, and it's clearly it's a non-human brain. Because last I checked, we don't have our brains don't hit our cheeks and have a skull or bone in the middle of our head. So it hinted that Brainiac was going to be the villain, which is kind of cool. You know, Brainiac is a character who's kind of been, I mean, technically, yes, we got Brainiac in Superman 3-ish, kind of with quotation marks. But when it comes to, like, getting Brainiac proper, I mean, Brainiac's been a character that they've been trying to adapt. I mean, he was the villain for the unmade, Nicolas Cage, Tim Burton Superman movie, Superman Lives. He was the villain in that. I think he was being the sequel for I Man of Steel 2 and Flyby, which is the J.J. Abrams Superman film, and like all these unmade Superman projects. Brainiac seems to be the villain. And now we're finally getting him. And if anyone's able to get it done, if anyone's going to give Brainiac a good... Like, I wouldn't be shocked. This movie's going to be a little bit more serious, a little bit more darker. Still having the hope and optimism that Superman had in that original film. But I wouldn't be shocked knowing that it seems like Lex Luthor is going to be the main character, not Superman. And the question of who is the Man Tomorrow, which of course it will be Superman. Maybe it's both of them are the men of tomorrow. They are men of tomorrow. Maybe it's a weird play on words. But thinking the concept of Brainiac, honestly, this could be like what the first Thor was. How the first Thor had Loki, as the villain. And then you get an Avengers film, and he is the villain in that. I would be shocked that this movie is we get to be introduced with Brainiac. We get a story that shows basically what Kang was meant to be. He is meant, he is a big bad for at least for the first Justice League movie. Show you why he's the big bad. Here you go. That's what I think this movie's going to be. It's about introducing Brainiac. And will be a plot. It'll work as a standalone film. You'll be invested with the characters. You'll care about the characters that make you want to go see the next film. But I really think that the story's going to be Superman and Lex Luthor are trapped on Salvation. They bump into Peacemaker. They find out what this universe is, this Salvation world, what it technically is. And they find out Brainiac is the mastermind behind these different dimensions. That's what I think it's going to be. And it won't feel lost for, like, when a Justice League movie came along, or when there's a Justice League movie and Brainiac's a big villain, we get the big alien invasion story. You know, it won't be that, I don't want to say confusing. It won't be that, confusing for people who maybe haven't seen Man Tomorrow, because all you need... But essentially, if you can explain something in a couple of minutes, and you can be on track, for people who didn't... If you're able to just explain something for 5 minutes, you're pretty much good. And so I think it's going to be fine. But yeah, hearing Brainiac as the villain, I really think it's going to be one of those stories where it's about introducing the villain, setting up for the big Justice League movie, but make it feel standalone and make it feel it's a complete story by itself. And, hopefully there's a external conflict and a internal and historical conflict, because that's kind of been the habit with James Gunn sequels, which is, like, it's all about the characters, but when it comes to superhero or action-driven stories, people really want to know, like, what's in stake. Like, is the world going to end? Is, how are characters are in danger? Those type of things. Versus just, it's a lot of people chatting. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing with the comic book medium, where, like, if you do a straightforward drama with these characters, people would go, where's the action? And then if you just do nothing but action movie, everyone's like, where's the character work? So you have to find that weird medium of it. Anyway, so we're not shocked here. Brainiac is the villain. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts.